I have with me here two Odyssey square to square putters. They're both zero torque, so when you spin them around they stay quite stable, there's nothing throwing the weight around, which I absolutely love as a new introduction to the golf industry. I think there's a few brands doing it now, but I absolutely love the idea of it. It reduces the manipulation through the golf ball, it reduces how much maybe the head weight, maybe the head bias, maybe manipulates your stroke a little bit. It gives you a bit more of a tool to just get back and through without any extra interference. But there's two versions of this Odyssey square to square putter. One is 38 inches and it's called the Cruiser. One is 34 inches and it's just the normal square to square. So the square to square Cruiser is longer. But what does that do for you? So when I have the normal 34-inch square to square, balance of the head feels very easy to get back and through the ball. It feels like there's nothing throwing us around. I absolutely love the idea of this. And I just feel like it's very consistent from close range especially. Maybe takes a little bit of time to get used to the feel of it in terms of longer range distance control. But in here we've got that AI face technology, so we've got some technology behind the club face that helps us hit the ball off center but still get the same rebound, so it tends to give statistically more consistent distances when we're not quite striking the same point. I wouldn't get complacent and let yourself hit it anywhere on the face. I'd still try and be quite central just to maintain that skill. But we've got the same idea in each head here. So I get that putter back and through, lovely, lovely. With the longer one, we've got more weight at this end of the putter. So I've got more weight up the top here. So the idea behind these is that you hold them in the same place that you normally would a 34-inch putter and you let this stay here. I've had a couple of people go, oh, hang on, I can't really putt from here. But you get your arms hanging down. It doesn't matter where you put it on there, just let your arms hang. Extra weight at the top of the putter just lets it pendulum back and through just that little bit easier without forcing the putter. And when you mix that with the zero torque square to square head, I think it's quite a nice combination. We'll let that putter get back and through and we do some good stuff. So the Cruisers do cost a little bit more money than the normal square to square. We've got a bit of extra shaft, we've got a bit of extra grip, we've just got a little bit of extra cost in there for it. One thing with the square to square putters is they are quite lofted and they do encourage more of a forward shaft lean, much like the lab putters, but the lab putters have those grips on them that offset that. So you hold your hand straight and it does it all for you. With these, you have to put your hands forward to get that to sit a bit squarer, which might look a little bit funny sometimes. And for a lot of people that have bought these putters through me, I have taken the loft off so we don't have to forward shaft lean as much, because I'm not a fan of that idea being imposed on you. I like to get my hands ahead a little bit, yeah, but I don't need to go too far to get it to work. But you could kind of like put this on your forearm as well. You could do that. So you get more of a Bryson DeChambeau up the forearm kind of fix, so then you're not manipulating it. But I do think that the heads on these are stable enough and consistent enough to not need to do that. But you could do it as a bit of a training tool to reduce how much your hands work. But there we go, square to square Cruiser, a little bit longer, difference in balance, helping you release that putter head.